Hello, everybody. I promised an A10 video, and an A10 video is what I intend to bring to y'all today. That being said, I really do not like the A10 in this game. It is, sad to say, somewhat realistic. We are only bringing ground attacking munitions. It technically counts as a bomber. It's something a little bit more than that. It was designed to take on tanks from what, the 1960s. This is literally the American equivalent of a Soviet era jet. I'm Yeah, that Gatling gun, the 30 millimeter Gatling autocannon is not what people think it is. It is, however, very good for close air support as long as it doesn't get hit by a missile. It can survive a lot of ground fire, but not missiles. Luckily, we're playing a video game where an F-104 can survive getting hit by a missile. Alright, let's see what kind of parts we got on here. Increase acceleration and top speed. Yeah, we're going to need that. Maneuverability. Yup. This right here is going to be very important because we are going to be taking a little bit of damage. Probably from missiles. Standard missile power. No, we do not need that. That's what I use for higher difficulties. What I am instead going to take is standard missile reload time. I found that to be a lot more helpful. Homing capabilities is, of course, very useful. And I got this funny little part right here. A self-defense jammer. Yeah. This thing is this thing is just a big flying target. It is a sitting duck in the air. Not my favorite. It's a special skin. Ooh, I didn't even know I had this. Taking this. Put one of these on there. I like this. I don't really like the hexagram in the middle, but I do like the rows around it. I just think Aruja has it going on generally with this little symbol. It's like there's not a whole lot wrong with it besides the 6-pointed star in the middle. Y'all know my opinion about that. Anyway, let's get it going. We're gonna blow up some oil fields because that's pretty much the only thing. This is the only mission where I would even want to take this plane. As you can see, there's some aircraft, but not a whole lot. So we're gonna be relatively safe. We're going for the oil tanker. Even dropping altitude, look at the acceleration of our speed right there. We're like barely getting to 2,000 now. It's if I had my Su-57, I would have been at 2,700 by now. But okay, and now watch me take this turn. Bring it around down. All right, that F-15 looking right at me. Luckily, I've got missiles that can hit 4 ground targets at a time. We're just blowing up all the oil facilities. That'll go on its own. Generally, if it says oil tank on it, it'll blow itself up if you look at it wrong. See that? That's what I mean. Oh, we're getting locked on. Gotta bring it around. And we got a buddy behind us. By buddy, I mean a bad guy. No, I did not need to waste those on that. What are you? Yeah. Goodbye. Get a little bit of a strafe going on here. See, if I didn't have those upgraded engine components, I would be so utterly gone by now. I'm just outrunning everything. Yeehaw! Oh, he's looking at me funny. See on my radar there in the lower left. He survived a cute little spray of my 30 mil auto cannon there, but see what I mean? Just blows itself up. Nope. I'm so happy I have that self-defense jammer. Let's go. Yeah, that's right. Go away. I wasn't even trying to hit him. I'm just like, stop looking at me. It's like the air combat equivalent of suppressive fire. Like, I can kind of keep on him. Come on. Get him. Get him. He's too fast. I should have... Oh boy. Get the ground fire going. Yeah. Flares. Alright. We gotta pick up the pace here. Oh, AA gun. Low and slow, right? That's how you dodge missiles? You dodge missiles with flares. See, now that they're onto us, it's just missile after missile. I think I've certainly kicked the hornet's nest with this one. That's not gonna hit. Alright. And that's that. Alright. Now for the hard part. It's these tank trucks. The tanker trucks are the hard part of this mission. Here's our target. Luckily, I still have a few of these. So my strategy with this part... well, let me explain this. Here's the mission, right? We gotta find these tanker trucks. My general strategy is just kind of pay attention to the radar and then pick a target and then just follow it. Just sail along in that direction until you find what you're looking for. See? I was a little bit off course. Or maybe I was on course for the right thing. I don't know. Yeah, see, look. Maybe I was on course. A10 is so tough you could fly it through a sandstorm. I could fly above the sandstorm too. In fact, if I was in this situation in real life, it's probably what I would do. Ooh, got him. Yeah, we're out of our multi-lock on ground attack munitions, but that's okay because there's only 2 right here. And 2 standard missiles at a time. That's the rule. And since I got that extra reload speed, it makes it much, much, much easier to deal with. Oh, ooh, he's like right out in the open. And gone. See, the real reason I'm staying in the sandstorm is because we have enemy drones inbound. And while frankly, if it were up to me, I would send drones into the sandstorm to, blow up enemy tanker trucks. We do not have that option. Okay. Got 8 left. Oh gosh! They're on me. I'm gonna go for this guy right here. Oh, he's locking on. I have 2 flares I can punch out. Oh, I'm gonna have to try a different angle. Okay, this is getting hairy. Feels like I'm flying a boat. Or gunboat. Feels like I'm flying a gunboat. Alright, here we go. Wait. Okay, he's right there. I can see him on my radar. Come on! Ooh! Man, we're tough. Alright, alright. If you want to be like that, let's go. I'm trying to dogfight in an A10. This is not going to end well for me. Let's just do this. This is faster. I mean, the winds are still very high, but this is going to end up being faster. Just kind of give them a little bit of that action. And even if we get hit, it's not too big of a deal. Because we're pretty tough. Where are you at? Here we are. Oh, they've got Sams. Delightful. Can't have that. Can't have Sams around me. No, you cannot. I'm gonna dip down below again. I'm gonna say it was about this direction. Okay, yeah. Wind's blowing you around a lot on this mission, so it's really hard to tell where you're going. Here we go. And these are the last 2 right here. Luckily, we're not forced to fight the MQ-99s. Not saying I can't do it. I'm just saying doing it in an A10 is kind of a fool's errand. Whoa, Nelly. That one had a WMD inside of it. At least in the video games, they're hiding WMDs in the desert. Time to go home. Yep. A10 Warthog. I am kind of curious what other skins there are for it. I just found this one and liked it because look at it. I like this camo. It's a really weird looking camo. I don't got a word for it. It's vaguely World War II Germany. But again, I'm not sure. I still can't believe that they do all this ground attack and it's just one guy in there. Like, isn't it true that most strike aircraft nowadays, they'll have a pilot and they'll have a weapons systems operator or a weapons systems officer or something like that? I would never want to fly an A10. If that was my job to do every day, I would not. I mean, you're way up there, and it is very very hard to see, you know, what's going on. That's the free mission. I'm gonna see. Data viewer. Oh, aircraft viewer. Here we go. I'm just curious. I'm curious if they have a if they have an A10 here. Yeah. Yeah. I knew the Erusians were based. The original. Uh, we're so used to seeing this, seeing the shark face painted on the nose. But that's not original to A10s, and it wasn't the A10s who first did it. It was actually I want to say a fighter squadron based in Australia during World War II did it. And then the Flying Tigers, which was an American air squadron based in China to help fight the Japanese, they did it, and that kind of popularized it for Americans at least. Was the Flying Tigers? I want to say that's the story I've been told. Yeah, you can see he's got the this particular example has the dummy bombs underneath it, which are nice, but they are not my favorite for that mission. Unguided bombs, not my favorite. The rocket pods are decidedly worse. They're they're just they're just bad. They're hard to control. I want to say it's the MiG 21. You can get guided rockets as a special weapon. No, which one was it? Was that the? Maybe that was the F-104. You could get guided rockets. I don't know. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Y'all have a good Saturday.